Yeah.
Then, team one, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, Mohsin, you can brief them.
Guys, am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
And before that, just 1 minute. Surya, you're with me, right? You are on the scoring tab, right?
Yeah, I'm keeping track of
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Sorted. Yeah.
Mohsin, it's not team numbers. Mohsin, it's participant numbers.
Okay.
So they have been allotted based participant numbers based on what they registered in. So I think you can call them by name to refer to them.
Just give me a sec. Let me see if I can.
Also, I think it would be better if you can find some alternate solution for your audio because your voice is very feeble.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
bit of introduction that welcome to
Done,
quiz
ma'am. Done,
fight.
ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Philip, you start the live stream in 3, 2, 1. No? Yeah. Okay, guys, welcome to the Insight Finals. We had got 120 responses to the finals, and that's a great number. And would like to thank everyone who participated in the finals, and yeah, congratulations to all of who made through this. And it's okay if you don't like win or something like that. You've accomplished something really great. You are the best 8 out of the 120 group of people, right? And you've done your way through without any cheating, right? You should be very proud about it. And yeah, so I would give a few words about Muhasin. So Muhasin is a alumni of DPS, and he's been an avid quizzer, and he's like been our department's most successful quizzer. It's safe to say that he's been the most successful quizzer in DPS, and he's won the Quizzer of the Year. The last time it was given to some quizzer, and he has made us proud in several fests, and he's gone to IIT Sara, IIT Madras, and etc. And he's won accolades in many quizzes, and he's always enthusiastic about quizzing. And we would really thank Muhasin for actually doing this for us. And yeah, thank you so much, Muhasin. You can take over from here.
Hey guys, welcome to the Insight Business Finals. It's really, I mean, like Mehul said, even if you guys don't win or place today, please don't think that it's the end of your journey as a quizzer in Christ or DPS. Please know that you have a lot of opportunities. Make sure that you don't get discouraged and keep participating until you get better. So that's the only way you can improve in quizzing, by taking part in as many quizzes as you can until you're competent. And what I would like to add is that today's finals, I mean, while I am disappointed that it's online, it's really nice to hear that there was no one who got caught Googling today, which is like really nice to hear. So hats off to you guys. Even if you feel like today was a little too tough, please don't get discouraged. You'll have a lot of opportunities. Make sure you take them. And yeah, that's all from my end. Before we begin, I'd like the finalists to introduce themselves. Can participant one please introduce yourself? Akash, please introduce yourself.
Okay, yeah. Hi guys, my name is Akash. I study in first year BCom F&A, section A, and yeah, so that's about it.
Like, are you a quizzer for the first time, or?
Yeah, this is my first time participating in the quiz.
Okay, now let's go to let's see. Rishi, can you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Rishi and I'm first year BB F&A section B student, and this is also my first time as a quizzer.
BB again. Nice. Neha, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Neha Reggie. I'm a student of BCom International Finance, and this is my first time quizzing as well.
Now, Shreyas.
Hi guys, my name is Shreyas Satyajit, and I study in BCom F&A section C, and this is my first time quizzing, and I'm excited for it.
Shuchay, can you please unmute and introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, I'm Shuchay. I'm from BCom IF. This is also my first time quizzing.
Okay. Saurav, can you please unmute and introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, I'm Saurav Krishna. I'm from BCom Professional, and this is my first time in a quiz. I am doing my second semester right now.
Tejas, can you please unmute and...
Hey guys, this is Tejas Arya from 1 BCom FNAD. This is my first online quiz. I've been a part of offline quizzes, but it's been a while now. My last quiz was in class 10th. So, yeah.
I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but May, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Could you please unmute and...
Yeah. Hi. So it's Meet. So I'm Meet from 2BB FNAB. And yeah, this is my first time quizzing. I never really thought I would, quiz, but I think I should thank the seniors and everyone to make us participate and realize that you have something, you have a knack for something else as well. So thank you.
Lot of first timers. That's something I've never seen before, and it's a really like great job. Right? Despite it being a first time, guys managed to make it all the way to the finals. So good job, guys. So yeah, let's begin. Before we begin, Nehal, next slide.
Yeah.
Can-
Yeah. I'm there.
So yeah, before we begin, I'd like to thank a few people who have been invaluable to my journey as a quizzer in DPS. Nehal, I can't see your screen, right?
I'm sharing the screen. Like, what should I do?
Okay, you go to the next slide.
Okay, fine, cool. 1 minute, huh?
Yeah. Before we begin, I'd like to thank Biju sir and Kavita ma'am, whose invaluable contribution helped the department grow, be where it is. And they've always been extremely encouraging of me as a quizzer. And even if you guys want to take part in the quiz, they'll always help you out and always be there. And they'll always support you guys. And secondly, I'd like to thank the most important person in the department in terms of testing, and that's Samina ma'am. She's like I mean, if you guys get into testing, you'll be spending half your time in Samina ma'am's office because she'll always like having us around. She's always calling us for conducting events or picking up teams and going for quizzes and stuff. She's extremely supportive and like she's like the one of the main reasons why I was able to like come out of my shell and like take part in quizzes because of her encouragement, and she kept giving us opportunities. So yeah, thank you, ma'am, so much. I also try to thank the Insight organizing team, and I already know the event heads at Mehul and Surya. You guys did an amazing job organizing the quiz, and so far I've done a really good job of everything. I'm hoping you guys do well in the future as well. Then I'd like to thank my juniors who are basically a third years, Ashwin and Pratibha, who are one of the best players I've seen in Christ. And you guys can always reach out to them for support. They'll always help you out with like how to get better at quizzes, or they'll always give you opportunities and let you know about quizzes and stuff. And finally, I'd like to thank all of you for taking time out and actively trying to participate in the quiz. So yeah, best of luck for the quiz, guys. Now I'll move on to the rules. Maybe we can go to the next slide now.
Yeah.
Yeah, as usual, the quiz master decisions are final. Don't try to argue with the quiz master or anything. That's a no. That won't do you any good. Second, the most obvious rule of online quizzing is there is no Googling. If anyone is caught Googling, there's zero tolerance. Like immediately be disqualified, and you might, it might hurt your career as a quizzer. And also, I think now that things are opening up, hopefully there will be a reduction in the number of online quizzes, but like one can only hope at this point. And next, the format, it's up to change. It's 4 rounds of 2 dries, 1 written, and 1 buzzer round. So in the 2 dry rounds, if only one person is able to get an answer, you'll get bonus points. These bonus points don't add up to your total, but in case there is a tie, this bonus point is what will break the tie. I will give out bonus points as and when needed. I'll just score a keep note. I repeat once again, this bonus points do not affect your total. This will only come into play in case there is a tie.
Mohsin, one doubt. One doubt. You will point it out when cool. Okay.
So points for each round will be given out before the round itself, like how the point scheme is and everything will be told before the round. Each round has its own rules, so please listen carefully. And hands visible at all times. There are certain instances where you have to type in the answers. In that case, you're allowed to show your hands, but otherwise, please, show your hands at all times. With that said, I hope you're all. Let's begin the Insight 2022 finals. Let's go to the first question. Let's go to the first round. Nehal, can you go to the fifth slide? Cool. So this is plus 10 on the bounce and pound. So bounce is basically the regular quizzing format of one person answering, and if they don't answer, it goes to the next team and so on. And there's this thing called pounds. Now, how pounds works is like, as Mehul mentioned in the beginning, if you see a question and you think you know the answer, you can unmute yourself, tell your participant number, and tell them that, let's say, participant 5 is bouncing, and then do not say the answer, just type out your answer to Mehul via PM. I repeat, if you see a question and it's not your turn to answer, but you feel like you should answer, just unmute yourself and tell everyone, tell that you're bouncing, and then send the answer to Mehul. Now, please note, if you're bouncing, there is a chance to get negative answer in case your answer is wrong. Please note that before every question, there will be a 30-second bounce window, but after that window closes, you cannot bounce at any cost. Okay. So yeah, that's about it.
Guys, I request you can anyways, you can't put anything on the comment chat box. Anyways, you don't have to put anything on the comment chat as of now. So you just go to the to box and keep my name in default. It's like to Mehul Patel. Be very, very careful with it, because if you put it in the comment chat box, your answer won't be considered and you will be giving free points to your partners in case it's correct, right? So just make sure you are privately DMing to me. Okay.
Okay.
Good. I guess we're good to go. Anyone has any doubts in the thing, you just ask Mohasin.
Yeah.
Clarify it right now.
Yeah. So when a question is asked to a participant, can we pounce right then and there, or do we pounce in the pouncing window?
No, bouncing window starts as soon as the question is like bounce. I won't tell you when the bouncing window starts. I will tell you when it ends. So like as soon as the question is shown on screen, the bouncing window is open.
Yeah.
Open. Okay.
Yeah.
How much time will be given to answer the question to the participant?
Participant like 10 seconds, I guess, like to the part, because we'll have 30 seconds to read the in the bounce window anyway. So we'll have like 10 seconds on your direct question to answer.
In case no one pounces, it will bounce from 1 to 8. 1 say 2 jayega, 2 say 3. It goes like that. It will be a normal pass if no one pounces. If someone pounces, suppose it's question team 1's question, and let's say 2 has pounced on it. So 2 will not get a chance to answer it on bounce because you have already pounced on it. You get it? So the question will be forwarded to 3, and let's say 4 has also pounced. So it will go to 5 after that. So you can answer the question only once, you can't answer it twice. And if you take pounce, there is a risk involved, so be mindful of it. There are negatives, and negatives might harm your score. So think about it and take the chance, right?
And if somebody pounces and the original participant answers the question, so who gets the points then?
No. If you
both
pounce,
gets point.
you both get points, yeah.
And if you have answered wrong, you don't get points. If you answered it correctly, you get +10.
And guys, if you're pouncing, please don't speak out the answer. Just type it out. Do not speak the answer unless it's your direct or you're getting it on the bounce. Okay. I hope the rules are clear for everyone.
Yeah, once you pounce, you cannot unmute. You get it? It's clear. Once you pounce for a question, you cannot unmute because there will be no verbal answers for you. If you pounce, you cannot verbally answer anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I guess it's clear. Any doubts moving forward? I guess there are no doubts. Mohsen, you can go ahead with it.
So yeah, question 1. The physical characteristics of I'm getting go to question 1.
Yeah.
The physical characteristics of X, that is surface roughness, easy to dissolve, etc., have the effect of drastically reducing the activation energy for this physical reaction so that the nucleation rate becomes exceedingly high. This formation of gaseous carbon dioxide within the water due to hydrogen bonding and its high surface tension wants to maintain a connected matrix of molecules causes the water to form, ultimately resulting in this explosion. This reaction is aided by the presence of good additives such as potassium benzoate, aspartame, sugars, flavoring in Y, etc. What is this scientific explanation of? This is a very famous prank involving 2 very famous products. And basically what happens when these 2 products come together. The scientific explanation of that. I want to know what are the 2 products. You can pounce starting now.
You can pounce, you can DM me directly, the pounce.
But before you pounce, please unmute and tell me that you're pouncing, like participant 2, like you can have like participant 2 is pouncing or something like that if you're pouncing.
Anyone on the pounce? Okay, yeah, you can take a countdown on the pounds window, Mohsen.
Yeah. I'm keeping track. Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Team 1, take a guess. Team participant 1.
Participant 1, Akash, you can take a guess.
I'm not too sure. I don't have an answer.
Take a guess, nothing to lose. Nothing to lose, take a guess.
Yeah, you have no negative for this, so you can take a guess. Wait, if you don't mind, I can give you look focus on the fact that this is one of these products has carbon dioxide and water and stuff. So yeah. Now take a guess.
I don't know, like Mentos and Coke.
Okay, brilliant answer. This is indeed what happens. This is an explanation of what happens when you put Mentos in Coke. Like, as you guys know, if you put Mentos in Coke, you get this huge volcanic explosion kind of thing. And this is the scientific explanation behind the phenomenon. Brilliant answer, Akash. For us, please note +10 to Akash. And since no one found, add 1 bonus point for him. Again, don't put this as a total, let's put it on the side as a tiebreaker. +10 to Akash and 1 bonus point. Question 2. Go to the answer.
Yeah, good. 1 minute.
A brilliant answer by Akash. The chain of restaurants was formed by Forrest and Leroy Raffel, and to avoid dispute, they named it as a shortened form of Raffel Brothers. However, they noticed that the short form would lead customers to think that the restaurant's name stands for roast beef instead of the actual full form, which is Raffel Brothers. The solution that they came up with is a name that sounds almost exactly like the original short form. However, they spelt it slightly differently to avoid confusion. Which restaurant chain is being talked about here? Please note, to the best of my knowledge, this restaurant chain is unfortunately not in India, but I'm not sure about that. This is the best of my knowledge. But please know that whatever you need is in the question. Like, I would recommend you try shortening the Raffle Brothers and like say the
Participant 7 is bouncing.
Mehul, please.
Okay, fine. Privately DM me. Is
this? Participant 6 bouncing.
Okay.
Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Team 2. Team 2, please give an participant 2. Please give your answer.
I don't know. I would like to take a pass.
Cool. Participant 3, that would be Neha.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Pass.
Claire?
Yeah, I'm not sure either. No.
I take a guess. Okay, anyway. Should I?
No, I'll pass.
Might. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Might. I'm really sorry.
It's Meet. No, but again,
okay.
I also pass this. I really
Akash?
One more thing, Saurav, could you just adjust your device? We just want to your device to be slightly more far than it is at the current state. Saurav? And yeah, team 6. So yeah,
wait, one
team 6 and 7 of course. Team 6 and 7 of course.
Yeah, Akash, can you give your answer?
Take a guess.
Yeah, there's no negative marking for this, right?
No.
There's no negative. You can take a guess.
I'm not sure. Is it RAFs? RAFFS?
Good guess, but no. Nehal, go to the answer slide.
Okay, fine. Okay. Mohsen, both of the teams get it right on the pounds.
Okay, +10 to team 6 and team 7. Scorers 3 notes.
Surya, make a note of it. Surya, make a note of it. Team 6 and team 7 get +10.
Okay, so I'll explain the answer. When you shorten Raffle Brothers, you get RBs. And so similarly, they took that RBs and then they made it into the restaurant chain called RBs, just to avoid confusion. So yeah. Moving on to the third question.
Yeah. Just a minute. Surya, you have marked them, right? Plus 10 to 6 and 7. Surya?
Yeah. Surya's telling me that it's done. Yeah.
Yes, done. Okay, cool. Yeah, next. We can go to the next question.
Okay. In the recent Sunburn Music Festival in Goa, hygiene startup Swish had a unique way to promote their brand. So Swish is a company that makes things like I'm not cleaning solutions and mostly like cleaning liquids and stuff like that. To promote their brand, they banked on one of the most common problems faced by people who go to music festivals. So they set up a special I put party in air quotes because that's very like a general term that doesn't exactly apply to the zone, but this is just a it's just a name, and it's called the Pouty Zone and the cleanest spot in town. So the main appeal of this place is that it's compared to what you usually get in music festivals, it's more aesthetically pleasing, more hygienic, and overall a better experience for people facing a problem. So to repeat, in the Sunburn Music Festival, Swish came up with a pop-up kind of, I wouldn't call it a pop-up, but like a special zone where people can get relief from a certain problem that they face in music festivals. Focus on the words used here, and like a lot of the words in quotes, the name of the spot, and the fact that it's a hygiene company, etc. Think of what problem people could generally face when they're in music festivals, and it is very straightforward. Don't like overcomplicate it, and give it.
I would like to bounce participant 4.
Participant 4. Participant 4. Name? Shreyas, right? Yeah. Shreyas, you can DM me.
Cool. Closing found in 3, 2, 1. Team 3 and participant 3.
I guess it's a.
Shreyas, wait. Shreyas, I have not got your pounds yet. Shreyas.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was typing it out. One second.
Okay,
Yeah.
Get it now?
Okay, fine. And guys, one more thing, Muasin, just one small thing. We don't want any of the participants to be looking right, left. You just need to be looking straight and your hands need to be on your chins because there's no typing work involved at any point right now because phones is closed. Anyone seen putting their hands down will be disqualified and your name will be called out. We don't want to do that. Yeah.
So I guess it's like a porta potty or a lavatory.
Okay, good enough. Plus 10 to Neha. This is so they made like really clean, proper toilets and stuff so that people can, use the washroom in peace. Because usually for music festivals, when they set up toilets, they tend to get really messy really fast with the number of people who use it. And that because like in a temporary setup, the toilets aren't usually that great. So plus 10 to Neha on the pound. And Neha, what about pound?
Yeah, he on the pounds, Shreyas gave it as luxurious toilets. What do we do?
Yeah, plus 10.
Plus 10. Okay, fine. Plus 10. Plus 10 to Neha and Shreyas. Surya, you on it?
Team 3 and 4 get plus 10. Moving on to the next question. Team 4, please note. Is your direct. Moving on. Mehul, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. This term is given to people who sell their stocks way too early and usually miss out on making any significant gains on their stock. The term comes from the fact that these traders have a hard time dealing with pressure and tend to fold at the slightest pressure. I basically sell first at the hint of any trouble. Simply tell me what these traders are called, and it's the opposite of the popular term diamond hand. So again, look at the words that I've put in quotes and think about it and think about what could be the opposite of a diamond in terms of dealing with pressure. Just think along those lines. You can focus on the specific word I've highlighted that might lead you to a thing like what folds very easily. As simple as that. Again, almost all these questions is a very straightforward. You don't have to think too far ahead. Just try to extrapolate the information given in the question to come to a conclusion.
How can I?
Anyone on the bounce? Mohsen, you can give a bounce countdown.
Yeah, I'm doing it out. Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Shreyas, you unmuted yourself. Are you going to pounce?
Pounce.
Okay, team 3 is pouncing.
Okay.
Shreyas, were you pouncing? I saw you unmuted yourself. Are you
No,
going to pounce?
I'm team 4. It's my
Okay.
question.
Oh, okay. Then wait. Neha, give your answer to Mehul. Shreyas, please wait.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else other than Neha? Only one person has pounced.
Pounce is closed.
Only one
Neha
pounce.
Yeah, only one pounce. Neha's Mehul, when Neha gives a pounce, you can let me know.
She's given the pounce. You can go ahead with it.
Shreyas, please.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna guess paper hands.
Plus 10, brilliant answer. So the opposite of diamond hands is generally denoted as paper hands, and that is not the kind of hands you want to have. You go to the answer slide.
Butter hands is not right?
But -5 in here. Good guess, but unfortunately that is not the right answer. Plus 10 to team 4, and scorers, please note, give a bonus point to team 4 for the tie-breaking purposes. Note it down.
Yeah. There have been 2 bonuses given till now. One to Shreyas and one to Akash. Yeah. -5 to team 3 and plus 10 to team 4. Surya?
Yeah.
Surya, okay.
Diamond hands is denoted by the other way on. Like
No one
the
got
hands
the
are facing
pounce,
palms
yeah?
upward,
No one
and
got
then
the
there's a
pounce,
time.
yeah?
No one
got any pounce.
Yeah.
She got negative. Neha, team 3 gets a negative on bounce, and Shreyas gets it correct on the bounce. So plus 10 to Shreyas, -5 to Neha.
Like these are all terms that are popularized by that subreddit RSX Wall Street. So like just follow that might be good for you. Anyway, it won't help us in talking, but at least help you get fundas and quizzes. But yeah, going on to the next question.
Going on to the next question.
The French government recently undertook an initiative that aims at helping improve the general health of the public and reducing pollution. The result of this is that car manufacturers now have to put a certain disclaimer at the end of their ads. People have compared this to the likes of putting smoking is injurious to health label on cigarette packs, and the whole mutual funds are subject to market risk, that whole rap when at the end of mutual funds ads. They've compared this particular law to that rule. So what do these companies have to say what do car companies have to say at the end of their ads according to the French law? And think about like what is the smoking, like think about on the line of cars, like what they could say that would be like smoking, the cigarette labels telling you that smoking is harmful. Let's think along those lines, and that should lead you to your answer. Again, very straightforward.
Mohsen, give a count window now.
Yeah, I'm putting it on my head at this stuff. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Team 5.
I guess it's shift to electric.
Good guess, but no. Team 6.
Over usage of vehicles lead to air pollution, excessive smokes.
Okay, can you like a little bit more like kind of close? We need one more step. Like, what do car manufacturers tell people to do?
Decrease carbon emissions by using public transport or shifting to electric vehicles.
Good enough. I'll give it to you. But basically, can you move to the answer slide? So basically, the whole government order was that.
Could I give a more accurate answer?
Sorry, too late. No, I'll tell you what. I'll give you my reasoning. So basically, the whole government or the exact ruling was that at the end of every ad, the car manufacturer is supposed to say that for short distances, is supposed to choose walking, cycling, or public transport. And that's it. So as per my description, that's good enough for a plus sign, because that is the words that the government passed in their order. So +10 to which team is it? Mehul? Who answered?
It's to Saurav. It's to Saurav,
Yeah,
right?
Saurav, yeah.
Yeah.
Team 6 +10.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, because while it's not exactly that, the exact order mentioned preferring public transport over cars. I think it also talks about using carpooling as well in the government order. So that's good enough for me. +10 to Saurabh. Please note that. And also, I think that Rohan has answered that. So he also gets a bonus point. Saurabh, please note. Yeah, Chorus, please note that.
This was Team 5's direct, right? Wasn't this was Team 5's direct? So, next question is to Team 6.
I think Team 6 got a bonus point, right?
Yeah. Team 6 got a bonus point as well.
Okay, moving on to the next question. Mehul, next question. Yeah. While it's no longer entirely true, the name of this company came from its opening hours, which was a specific set of 16 hours a day, and the fact that it was open 7 days a week. Originally operating as a company selling ice to people without refrigerators in Dallas, they are now a global supermarket chain with outlets
Team
across the
7 is
world.
bouncing.
Many of whom are now open for 24 hours, thus no longer being able to live up to their original name. Which supermarket company am I talking about? Which supermarket chain am I talking about?
I would like forms.
Can you tell me a team when you're bouncing, like your team number?
Team 2.
Team 7. Team 2 and Team 7 are bouncing.
Yeah, Team 2 and 7 are bouncing. You can DM me the answer, Rishi.
Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Mehul, let me know when the answers are received.
Yeah, I've received both the answers.
Okay, Team 6.
Can Team 5 bounce?
No, it's bounce
Is it,
sorry.
is it 9 to 5 or something?
Good guess, but no. Team 7 pounds. Team 8. Team 8, do you have a guess?
Yeah. Okay. So say I don't know, 6 to 10. 6 to 10.
Very close, but no. Team 1. Team 1.
Yeah, one sec. Is it 7-Eleven?
Brilliant answer. This is indeed 7-Eleven. So yeah, Mahesh was really close. It was he said 6 instead of 7-Eleven. Good guess. But yeah. So the original 7-Eleven change used to only be open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. But now it's especially in US and Canada they're open for 24 hours. So yeah.
Okay.
+10 to Team 1.
Yeah, +10 to Team 1.
Yeah.
Surya, +10 to Team 1 on bounce. And on pounds, Tejas gets it wrong. He gets 24/7 and he gets it wrong. And -5 to Tejas. Tejas is team number 7. And plus 10 to Rishi. He got it right on 7-Eleven. Yeah. So team 1 and 2 gets +10 and team 7 gets a -5.
Moving on to question 7.
Yeah. Surya, you're on loop, right?
Yeah, he said that he's on. Yeah. LiveSpace's Christmas campaign was definitely one that caught the attention of many people. The reason is because of what they did with the timing of their campaign. Their ads basically went along the sentiment that Santa liked their furniture so much that he decided to stay. So, what was special about the timing of their Christmas promotion? Like, what did they do with their Christmas promotion to make it look like Santa liked it so much he stayed? Like, what did they do with the time? Very straightforward. Like, think of what you can do to make it look like someone stayed longer. Again, by timing, I don't mean like the length or anything. Just tell me like, yeah. I just need to know about when they started or something. That would be helpful. Like when, like an approximate time of when they started their promotion would help. So yeah, very straightforward answer.
Was it during, like, was it at midnight or something?
Wait, anyone on pounds? Anyone on pounds?
I haven't closed pounds yet. Please wait. So,
Can I answer?
Closing
Wait
pounds
for the
in
pounds.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, team 7.
Who's directors? Who's
Team
direct
7.
is it?
Team 7.
Team 7's
Team
direct.
7.
Yeah, Tejas, you can go ahead.
So, is it during midnight or something when Santa comes to give gifts and he sees the furniture and he decides to?
Passing you, teammate.
Huh?
That's incorrect, teammate.
Morning 5 o'clock.
Okay, you guys are going on the slightly wrong track, but team 1.
Yeah, I had the same 5 o'clock answer. I'm not sure. I'd like to pass.
Team 2.
Is it at like midnight 12 on Christmas Eve?
No, I think that's exactly what team A said, but passing you, team 3.
I'm guessing he stayed till Christmas morning, past Christmas Eve. So they started the campaign on Christmas. So after technically Santa leaves.
Good guess, but no. Team 4, very close to the answer, but unfortunately that's not the right answer.
The promotion started after Christmas, so that showed that he was staying after Christmas. I'm not too sure.
Team 5.
I think they.
Team 4's answer. Yeah. Team 5. Any guesses?
Yeah, they started like maybe a month after Christmas because just to show that Santa will still be staying after a month.
Okay, team 6.
Santa stayed till New Year's also, even after Christmas.
Okay, yeah. I think fine. No one gave the exact answer, but team 4 was the one who got the concept right. They started it. The promotion came after Christmas. I think it was 28th or something. But since he was the one who got established the principle right, I'll give points to team 4. For team 4 is the one who said first, right, Mehul?
Yeah, team 4. Shares told the first.
Yeah, so plus 10 to team 4 for getting the concept right. Team 3 was very close.
Team 10, plus 10 or plus 5 for the concept?
Plus 10. Plus 10 for everything on the bound.
Cool.
Team 3 came very close. Just if you extended to stay a little bit more than just one night, you would have gotten into the answer, but plus 10 to team 4. The last question of this round.
Direct to teammate.
Yeah, teammate. I'm not doing the Bangalore talk. It's too complicated. The reasoning behind this IT company's name is simply that I was one of the founders' favorite item in a certain category. He challenged his employees to come up with a different name, but they decided not to change it because it was a very unique, simple and kind of relatable name, which was different from the cold corporate names of companies at the time like Dell and IBM, which extremely famous and extremely valuable IT company. I'm not giving you the category because if I do, that's a huge giveaway to the answer.
Team 5 for the pounds.
Team 3 on the pounds as well.
Team 3 and 5 are bouncing.
Team 3 is on pounds?
Yeah.
Anyone else on pounds?
3 and 5.
Team 3 and 5. Team 3 and 5. Okay, fine. Sucha and Neha, I've received a pounds. Anyone else on pounds?
3, 2, 1. Pounds close. Have you received the answer, Mehul?
Yeah, I've received it from Sucha and Neha. Yeah, 3 and 5.
No, I would like to pass.
Team 1?
Is it Microsoft?
Good guess, but no. Team 2?
Is it a Wipro?
Good guess, but no. Team 3 pounds. Team 4? Team 4?
Yeah, I would like to pass that. I'm not sure.
Team 5 pounds. Team 6?
Oh, Apple.
Plus 10 to team 6. This is indeed Apple. So the Apple was Steve Jobs' favorite fruit. So he decided to name it Apple Computers, and the name stuck because it was a simple name compared to like international business teams and stuff like that. So plus 10 to team 6 on the bounce. And what about the pounds? Mehul?
Both Neha and Sucha get it right on pounds. And bounce, who got it right?
Team 6.
Team 6 get it right.
Team 6, 3, and 5 get plus 10.
Yeah, team 6, 3, and 5 get plus 10. Surya, you on it?
Can you repeat who got on the bounce? Sorry, on the
Pounds,
pounds.
3 and 5 both get it on pounds.
3 and 5. Okay, fine. And
Yeah, and 6 gets it on bounce.
okay, cool.
So that is the end of round 1. Can we have scores, please?
Give me a minute.
Yeah, sure. Mehul, I think we should make this buzzer round, otherwise the quiz will overshoot for sure.
Mohasen, this thing is getting cut. Voice is being cut.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Cool. I think we should make this a buzzer round, otherwise the time will be an.
Okay, fine. So guys, you can make it a raise hand feature now. If anyone knows the answer, whoever is the quickest in raising the hands first will get the thing. And you know WebEx works.
Don't use raise hand. Don't use raise hand. We tried to use it last year. It didn't work. It might not work that seamlessly. I would still suggest that you use another third-party buzzer.
Okay, then Ashwin, can you set up?
Yeah, on it. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll set it up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so Ashwin will send a link. Join that room for the buzzer round and stay in that room after round because there are 2 buzzer rounds.
Okay, guys, you can all pick up your phones. I'll send a link in the chat box. Not a link, rather, yeah. And I'll give you a code as well. Just enter that code in that website, and that should be good enough.
Shall I announce the scores for the first round?
Yeah, you can announce the scores, yeah. And meanwhile, Surya can announce the scores.
Team 1 gets 20 points. Team 2 with 10. Team 3 with 15. Team 4 with 30. Team 5 with 10 again. Team 6 with 30. Team 7 with 5. And Team 8 with 0.
I hope all the participants are satisfied with their scores. Like, if you think you got more, you can let us know. But yeah. Ashwin, just let me know when the.
So the buzzer room is set up. What I want you guys to do is go to buzzin.live, which is where I've set up the buzzer room, and click on join game. So when you click on join game, they'll ask you for a code. Enter this code 556492. I can see as and when each of you guys join, and I'll let you know once everyone has joined.
Yeah, and guys, I want your phones to be a bit up. I'll just show it to you. Can you guys see my video right now? Yeah, so I want the phones to be this way. I want your phones to be visible at all times. And anyone goes to log in from other device, or your hand even moves from the phone, you will be disqualified.
Guys, if you switch tabs from your phone, we'll know. You'll get disconnected. So
and honestly, there's no point because the swifter you be, you get points because someone else will buzz off till then.
Exactly.
There's no point googling also. So yeah.
I have Rishi, Tejas, Akash, and Meet in here.
How many there? 6 are there, right?
Okay, we have 6 so far. 2 more are yet to join. Yeah, you guys can pause. Wait. It's okay. Wait.
Sorry, I'm sorry. What's the site I have to join again?
Buzzin.live. It's there in the chat box. Even the code is there.
Guys, Ashwin, just take the first 2 names. That's enough. No? 2 names are enough, right?
Yeah, I think that should do. Even otherwise, like the order will be there, so it doesn't really matter. So except Shreyas, everyone has joined.
Shreyas, just join in quickly.
Yeah, just give me a second.
And guys,
Ashwin, you're the one who will be able to figure out, right, who has answered? And
yes.
Who was buzzed first.
Yes. Wait, I can see Rishi. Wait, Rishi, you've joined twice. 1 second. I think there is
a actually,
I can't join.
Ashwin.
Yeah.
Just make sure this thing.
banking on an existing anti-China sentiment at the time, Amul released an ad with a caption that was extremely similar to a 1973 martial arts movie starring Bruce Lee. In fact, two out of the three words are the same as the title, with only difference being that the first word was the opposite of the movie title. So if the movie title was in the woods, the Amul ad would be out of the woods. No, opposite. So what is the pun? I don't want the name of the movie. I want to know what Amul gave as a caption to their ad. I think very safe about like famous Bruce Lee.
There's no one on the buzzer.
Tejas has buzzed. Tejas has buzzed now.
Okay, yeah.
Tejas, you can unmute and
I
answer.
accidentally buzzed. No, I accidentally buzzed.
Okay.
Okay, then Saurav has buzzed.
Yeah, Saurav.
Exit the dragon.
Okay, brilliant answer. That is plus. Okay, I forgot to say this in this thing. The scoring for is slightly different. It's plus 15 and minus 10. Really sorry about that. It's plus 15 and minus 10 for scorers. Please note plus 15 for players. This is how your name will go back. Yeah, this is indeed exit the dragon. Okay, so I realized what happened. So this is supposed to be written down. No, so the answers are different slides. I'll show you the answer slides after the round anyway. But the answer is exit the dragon. Brilliant answer. Plus 15. Just to repeat, guys, plus 15 and minus 10 for the buzzer round. And here, moving on to the second question. To commemorate MS Dhoni's retirement from Test cricket, Amul released an ad with the caption being a pun on an extremely famous poem by Walt Whitman, which also gained popularity because of its appearance in the 1989 movie Dead Poets Society. And also, this pun also incorporates one of Mahendra Singh Dhoni's nicknames. This specific nickname that they use here is based on a nickname which is from Dhoni's first name. So, what was the caption that Amul gave for this Amul ad? There's an image that I don't think it'll help that much, but like you can show the image anyway. Yeah. So there's another pun as well. Well done, MSD. But yeah, I've cut off the top part.
We have a buzz from Saurav again.
Okay. Saurav, please give you an answer.
It says, "Oh Captain Mahi." Oh Captain Mahi, Captain. Is it that one?
Answer plus 15. This is indeed "Oh Captain Mahi, Captain" by. That's what Amul said as put as a caption for this one.
Saurav, just one thing. We've been warning you continuously, and we're just telling you that your device needs to be from a significant distance from where you are sitting, right? We need to see your hands at all times. Don't make us do anything that is not required, right? We have already kicked out 10 people till now, and you know that it's happened in front of you. Don't make us take a decision. This is the last warning, Saurav. If there's anything more fishy, you will be removed. This is the last warning.
Yeah. Question 3. Okay. Amul released an ad to celebrate Novak Djokovic being the first ever male tennis player to win 2 career Grand Slams. All 4 Grand Slams trophies twice. However, Amul came under fire and was asked by many to pull the ad due to a specific reason related to Novak Djokovic. Okay, I'll make it clear. It's a reason related to his lifestyle. So because of that, Amul was like under fire for this ad. Because think about what Amul does and think about why they would come under fire for a Novak Djokovic ad. Again, very straightforward. Don't think too hard about
We
it.
have a buzz from Shuchay.
Okay.
Was it because Djokovic was lactose intolerant?
I'm really sorry, but that's incorrect. Minus 10 to Shuchay. Any more guesses?
We have another buzz from Rishi.
Okay, yeah, Rishi.
Was it because he was vegan?
Good enough. Plus 15 to Rishi. This is because Novak, he doesn't prefer the term vegan, but Novak Djokovic follows an extremely plant-based diet. So because of that, people are like him being in an Amul ad is very insensitive. So it's plus 15 to Rishi for the answer. You can go to the answer slide, Mehul.
Bro, one thing, plus 10 or plus 15? We have put
Plus
in plus
15.
10,
Plus
plus
15.
15. Surya,
Yeah,
Surya, make sure all the classes that you gave for this round is plus 15 and not plus 10.
I told you the first one plus 15 and minus 10.
Surya, plus 15, and then Rishi gets a minus 10.
I've been noting it. It's good.
Okay?
Saurav gets minus 10, right? Rishi got it right.
I answered it right.
Yeah, Rishi.
Rishi gets plus 15.
Sorry, not Saurav. Shiksha gets minus and Rishi gets plus,
Yeah,
I guess.
Suchay gets minus 10, sorry. Suchay gets minus 10 and Rishi gets a plus 15. Until now, Surya just make sure that it's plus 15 and not 10, and not plus 10. Plus 15 and not.
Person who got a negative right now is Shuchay, not.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Am
I right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Okay. Going on to the fourth question. In June 2021, to celebrate a certain international day, Amul released an ad with the caption "Bread in, bread out" and the tagline "Sabse Aasan Snack." These are both puns at the main activities related to the day in forms of things that relate to Amul. What occasion was this ad released?
Shreyas is buzzed.
Okay, yeah, Shreyas.
Is it Environment Day? World Environment Day.
Good guess, but no, minus 10. Anyone buzz?
Tejas buzzed.
Yeah, Tejas.
Is it to commemorate National Yoga Day, International Yoga Day?
Brilliant answer is indeed to commemorate National Yoga Day. Like I think, my Hindi is not that great, but I think they miswrote the asan to make it similar to the asan. I'm not sure if they did that, but that's what I think happened. And the bread and butter is obviously breathe in, breathe out. So brilliant answer is indeed the bread and butter. You can show the answers right now.
So plus 15 to Shreyas.
Who answered? Ashwin, who answered?
Shreyas, you answered it, right? Plus 15 to Shreyas.
Shreyas got a negative and Tejas got plus, I guess.
Yeah,
Shreyas got a negative, minus 10 to Shreyas and plus 15 to Tejas.
Okay,
Yeah, cool.
Surya, in the meanwhile, you can compile all the scores.
Surya, you're making note of it, right? Surya?
Yes.
Surya?
Yeah, in the meanwhile, Surya, you can.
Yeah, done. Round.
Yeah, you can just.
We're done with round 2 right now, right?
Yeah, I'll be discussing the answers. You can just compile the scores in the meanwhile. So yeah, here are the answers. You can just run through.
Yeah, fine, good. I can just run through.
Yeah, Exit the Dragon. My captain. Yeah. Round 3, same as the I made a slight mistake in this. It's anti-clockwise and so it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But everything else is same as the first round. I hope no one has any doubts. I don't see anyone saying. So first question to team 8.
So this is again the pounds and bounce, right?
Yeah, pounds and bounce. Yeah. Guys, please don't exit the buzzer room. There is one more buzzer round. So please don't exit the room.
I removed them because some got disconnected. That's okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. That case, yeah. So X is a song by Justin Timberlake. While it was originally written for a certain company around 20 years ago, was produced by the Neptunes and is credited as being written by Pharrell Williams, Tom Betoy, Franco Tortora, and Andres Koberger. It was released as a single and became a chart hit in a few European countries, reaching the top 20 in Greece, Ireland, and Netherlands. How was the song popular? So I would say that this is one of the most popular, most iconic jingles of all time. Like in any field, if you think about jingles, this is one of the first jingles that come to your mind. But what people don't know is that this jingle is also a full proper song, and the jingle part is like excited from the song. So Justin Timberlake released the song as an official song, and it was a chart topper across the world. So simply tell me what song it is, and or like any with company, anything works. Very very straightforward answer. I mean, I think it's slightly tougher one. I believe. But yeah, you can think of famous taglines like the most iconic jingles of all time. So yeah,
Excuse me, can we pounce on this?
yeah, so you can.
I pounce, and this was the McDonald's song, the tagline.
No, you need to write it.
You need to, if you're pouncing, you're supposed to type out the answer. I've been saying that for the last.
Yeah, and we have already done one round.
Yeah, I'll have to scrap this question. I'm really sorry, guys. Really sorry,
And
teammates.
Surya again, and Saurav, how many times to tell you, right? We warned you. You see other participants, their devices are quite far away from their thing. We can legit see all their arms. We can see the elbows and all. We can't see even your forehands properly. We can't see your wrists also properly. Your device is very close from your body. This is the last warning.
Well, Mehul, okay, it's okay. I'll just leave this for now. We'll talk after the quiz. Anyway, question 2. I'm really sorry. Question 2 to team itself. The Australian government introduced a new type of currency called the donation dollar, which is a type of currency which is legal tender that can only be donated. It can't be spent. It can only be donated. The reason for this initiative was because a certain trend reduced the amount of amounts that were donated being charities drastically. I would say that this trend became popular in India from November 2016. This trend was popular in India as well. So because of that trend, trend is like a loose term. It's like a shift in lifestyle kind of thing, but which became popular in India in November 2016. But because of that shift, the amounts of money being given to charity reduced drastically. So simply tell me what was the problem? Like why did the amount given out to charity reduce so much? Again, think about what happened in India in November 2016. That should lead you to the answer. Kind of.
I would like to pounce.
Team
2.
Yeah, type out your answer to Mehul.
Participant 3 also would like to pounce.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Teammate.
Was it because of the demonetization in India?
I mean, I need something more. It's Australia. So I need something more than that. 27%. I gave it November 2016. That's not. I need a little bit more than that.
Okay, so I mean, businesses or individuals who have more of black money, they for putting them into use, they do generally donate. So is that the reason? I mean, putting them into use, and that is used for conversion into white. I have practically seen it.
I'm sorry, that's not what I'm looking for. Team 7.
So I think back in 2016, the charitable trusts and the donations that were coming in were being tax audited and were being surveyed for like how are the individuals donating the money and from where the charities are getting it. Would that be?
I that's like almost very similar to what teammate was saying. Incorrect. Team 6.
Charities and donations to temples and other religious places, and also to NGOs did not need to show the source where they required they got their funds from.
You're all repeating the same answer over and over again. I already said it. See, you notice that if your answer is close, I am more than generous to give out points. I haven't given out. If this is the answer, I would have given out points to team 8 itself. So if you're simping, please simp carefully. Team 5. I think they found. I'm not sure. Team 5. Team 5 found, right?
Yeah. So I think it's because the amount entities that were getting donations were using it for their own like profitable purposes, and this came out, and then this drastically negatively affected people donating because they thought their money would go into the wrong hands.
Team 4.
Is it because bigger bills were issued, like 2,000 rupee notes, and I'm not too sure.
Team 3. I think pounds. Team 2. Team 2. If you found, you can. I think Team 2 pounds. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I know I would
Team
like to answer this, but can I still make a guess?
No, you can't. Team 1.
No idea. I'd like to pass.
Cool. That's the teammate question. So basically, it's very straightforward because of like over the last 2 years, people have been shifting to a cashless sort of thing, and because it's cashless, people don't have any coins to donate, and because people don't have coins to donate, charities have been suffering because usually you put coins in the charity box. That's not a that since it's cashless, there are no coins. It's like slowly fading away. So this donation dollar was introduced just so that charities would get some money. So the answer I'm looking for is like cashless society or something along those lines. Mehul, any answer on the pass?
Yeah, so Neha wrote demonetization, so she gets a negative on it.
Yeah.
And then Rishi says that rapid adoption of digital payments meant that people didn't have spare change to give.
Brilliant answer. Yeah, that plus 10 to Rishi. Also, Surya, please note, plus 10 to Rishi, and he also gets a bonus point. So yeah, you can move to the answer.
Surya, you got it?
Yeah, cool. He got it. So go. Mehul, move forward. Target, a US-based chain of superstores, released a new set of Halloween costumes for kids. Some of these costumes are a pirate costume but with a ship attached to the side, a princess costume but with a chariot attached to the side of the costume, etc. This was not just a cosmetic adjustment; it was an adjustment made for a certain reason, and this was a very inclusive kind of thing. So, why were these additions put on the costumes of Target? Just think about how this would look like in a costume and like what you can cover up with a chariot or a ship, and think of like in how this can be like an inclusive thing. So yeah. Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Team 7.
Team 7, right?
Yeah.
So was it to include physically disabled people?
Brilliant answer. Plus 10 to Team 7. This is so the answer slide. So this costume was made in such a way that you can cover up wheelchairs and stuff with the ship or the chariot. Nehal, can you show the answer slide? So yeah, this is what Target did so that when handicapped kids were out for trick or treating, it wouldn't look awkward compared to their compatriots. So yeah, plus 10 to I think this is Team 6. I think.
Team 7 got a plus 10, right?
Yeah. So yeah, plus 10 to Team 7 and no bounces. So since no one else got it right, please give a bonus point to Team 7 as a tiebreaker. Okay. Moving on, Team 6. This is your direct. Mehul, yeah. X10 on September was released on typo there. It was released on September 2019. The unique aspect of this particular name is that it broke the then 10-year-old tradition of naming the second part after a particular set of items. While some people believe the reason for this change was the lack of any items that satisfy the conditions to complete the set, the other reason is that while this trend was going on, people felt that this trend was very Western centric. So people outside the West felt excluded from this trend. But when they switched to a number system, this inclusion problem was no longer a thing. So what was the trend? And like, just tell me what item and what trend.
I would like to pass.
Pass or pound?
Pass. I don't know the answer.
I mean, I haven't opened.
Pounds is closed, right? Wasn't Pounds is closed?
No, it's
I
mine.
haven't closed it yet. They're closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Team 6 already passed. So Team 5.
One sec. Still reading it. Is it the iPhone 10, iPhone X?
Good guess, but no. Very close, but no. Team 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Team 3.
I was going to guess the iPhone too, so pass.
Okay. Team 2. Team 2.
Team 2. Rishi.
Is it Windows 10?
I can't hear you. Your voice was breaking.
I answered, is it Windows 10?
Good guess, but no. Team 1.
Is it like SpaceX?
Good guess, but no. X is simply, it's not, X is just, not relevant to the answer. X is just a entity I'm looking for. X could be anything, but anyway. Team 8.
Yeah, I was gonna guess the iPhone too, so pass.
Team 7.
I'll pass.
Okay, that's a Team 6 direct. So, and no one found. So basically, this is the Android. So you guys already guess iPhone, but you guys think the other way. So before Android 10, Android OSs were named after sweets. Android Kit Kat, Android forgot ice cream sandwich, etc. But Android 10 was the first time that they switched to a number base to be more inclusive and to make naming easier for themselves. So no one gets points for this one. Question 5 for the answer. A lot we came to iPhone, just didn't think the opposite side of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Question 5. This is Team 5 direct, I think. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Team 5 direct. Owing to school closures, a lot of students had to resort to online platforms for their graduation. A group of Japanese students found a creative solution to this by organizing their graduation ceremony in a slightly different online platform. Like for us in Christ, our online happened through YouTube, basically. It was very depressing. But yeah, this Japanese group of students, they use another creative platform as their graduation ceremony stage. And this company it's not related to the company that makes the most tires in the world, but it's the same principle. Like it's again, it's a very convoluted. I apologize for putting it here, but think of like creative platforms where people can meet, and think of where this graduation ceremony could have happened. I'll give you an additional hint. It's not a meeting platform. It's not something like WebEx or Teams or anything. So think of other creative platforms where people can meet across the world. Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Team 5.
Is it Omegle?
Good guess, but no. Yeah, I told you it's not a meeting app. Team 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry.
Okay, Team 3.
Again, not sure.
So Team 2.
I'm not sure, but is it something related to Legos?
Oh, yes, it is something related to Lego. Could you expand it? Answer? It's not directly, it's similar to Lego, but it's not connected to them. It's very similar to Lego. But yeah. Can you improve your answer?
Was it held in Legoland or something?
Like I said, good guess. Like I said, not connected directly to Lego, just related to them, but good guess. Team 1, I think, yeah. Wait, one sec. This is Team 1, right? The person spoke just now was Team 2, right? Hello.
Yeah, the guy who spoke out is Team 2. The person right now, Rishi.
Yeah.
Rishi spoke out as Team 2. Team 1.
Yeah. Akash, please. Yeah. Any guesses?
Okay. Wait. Can I just guess an answer?
Yeah, sure. This is your turn to guess anyway. So yeah.
Okay. Like Minecraft.
Brilliant answer is indeed Minecraft. So this Japanese school conducted their graduation ceremony through Minecraft. Like all the students met up through their Minecraft avatar. Brilliant answer. Plus 10 to Akash and also another bonus point for him. So Mehul, please go to the answer slide.
Surya, make note of it. Plus 10 to Akash and give him a bonus as well.
Done.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I think this was the first group of people to do it, but after a lot other universities have jumped on the Minecraft trend, except Christ, unfortunately. But yeah, question to team 3. This trend started with Selena Gomez's Lose You to Love You, and Lady Gaga brought it back a year later for shooting her music video of Stupid Love. The uniqueness of this music video lies on the device that they used to shoot them. What expensive device did they use? I will preface this by saying that compared to stuff that's usually used to shoot music videos, it's a cheap device. Like for example, compared to regular cameras, it's cheaper than regular camera. But in its category, it's an expensive thing. For example, if they used, let's say if they used, let's say they use a remote to shoot the video. They used an expensive remote, but that expensive remote is still cheaper than a regular camera. So think along those lines.
I would like to bounce.
Okay, yeah. Team 2 bouncing. Oh, wait,
Okay, Rishi, you can DM me. Rishi, you can DM me.
Oh wait, no, it's not team 2. Team 3 is direct. Team 3 is direct. So yeah.
Team 7 bouncing.
Cool. No wait, this.
Team 6 bouncing.
Team 5 bouncing.
So I think everyone except everyone is bouncing, I guess. Is that right? I think team 8 is left.
Okay, team 7, team 6, and then team 2 is bouncing. 3 teams have bounced. Who else?
Team 5 also.
Team 5 also. So wait, I have received bounces from Suchai, I have received from Tejas, and then from Rishi, Tejas, Suchai, and Saurabh. Yeah.
There have found in 3, 2, 1. Did you get all the bounces?
Wait, yeah, I have got 4 bounces.
Yeah, it's team 3 is direct, right?
That team 3 is direct.
Yeah.
No,
team
I'm
3.
sorry. You didn't ask me a direct question. I'm team 4. So I think it's
yeah,
fine.
team.
Yeah, it's Shreyas.
Yeah, team
Yeah.
4, yeah, correct. Team 4 direct, yeah.
It's an iPhone, right?
Oh yeah, plus 10 to team 4. This is indeed the iPhone. On the pound, what about the pound?
Pounds, everyone except Suchai gets it right. Suchai guessed it as GoPro.
So yeah, give the points to Surya.
Yeah.
What was the pounds?
Yeah, on pounds, Suchai gets it negative on the pounds. Okay. Saurav gets positive. Rishi gets a positive, and Tejas gets a positive.
All right.
And on the bounce, team 4 gets positive.
Yeah, on bounce, team 4 gets a positive.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on to question 7 for team 3.
Before we go ahead, Mohasin, we scrapped one question, so we will have a backup for it, right? If I'm not wrong.
We'll see at the end of the quiz if the backup is needed. I'll put one. Otherwise,
Cool. Take it.
Team 7. I mean, question 7 for team 2. Oh wait, question 7 for team 3. Team 3. This is your thing. Pierre Omidyar's inspiration for using this e-commerce website, for naming this e-commerce website, has been wrongly cited as referring to a town in Nevada, the nature area closer to Lake Mead. However, the reality is that he picked the name simply because it sounded cool. However, the name he originally picked was taken as a domain. So what he did for the new domain name was that it was a 2-word name. He shortened the first letter to, he shortened the first word into a singular letter, and he kept the second word as it is. So which website is it? Think of okay. Team 2 is bouncing.
Team 2 is bouncing, right?
I'm also bouncing team 4.
Team 2
and team 4.
Wait, team 2 is your direct. You don't have to bounce. However,
Yeah,
if
Rishi.
you're pouncing, if you're pouncing, no, wait, Mehul, listen. If you're confident with your pounce, I'll move the die to team 1. Are you confident in your answer, team 2?
Yeah, Rishi.
Rishi, are you confident with your answer?
This is team 3's question, I think.
This is team 2. This is team 2's question. But are you confident?
Team 3. It's team 3's direct. It's team 3's
No,
direct.
Dad. Team 3 is the previous question.
I'd also like
Oh,
to
yeah,
pounce.
yeah, fuck. Yeah. This is my bad.
Okay, Tejas, Rishi.
Yeah, so
Can
yeah,
I
my bad.
quickly bounce too?
Can team 1 also pounce?
Wait.
Yeah, so this is team 3's right. My bad. I'm really sorry, guys. This is team 3's right.
Yeah, wait.
So,
Wait.
pounce?
Let you. Mohsen, give a count on the closure of pounds now.
I've already pounced and sent my answer.
Yeah, pounds.
Team 1 is also pouncing.
Team 8 pounds.
Team 8 pounds.
Okay, 1, 8. So team 1, team 8.
Team 7.
Okay, wait. Team 7, team 8. Wait. Team 7, did you?
Yeah, I sent you my answer. I pounced.
Yeah. Okay. Rishi, Shreyas, Tejas, Meet, and Akash. Wait, just a minute, Mohsen. The chat box is very small. Oh, yeah. 1 minute. There are 5 pounces. Yeah. Team 3 is direct. Team 3, you can go ahead.
Is it eBay?
Brilliant answer. Plus 10. This is indeed eBay, and this is how eBay's name came about. Plus 10 to team 3 on the bounce. And what about pounds?
Yeah, everyone on pounds gets it right. So hear me out.
1, 2.
Hear me out. Rishi, Shreyas, Tejas, Akash, and Meet all get it right on the pounds. Plus 10 to all of them. Surya?
Can you repeat
Surya?
the names? Can you repeat the names? Rishi, Shreyas.
Meet, team number 8. Team number 1. Team number 7. Team number 4 and team number 2 all get it right.
All right.
Cool?
Yeah.
I did right?
Done.
Okay, cool. So yeah, keep the scores ready after. Yeah. Question 8. Mehul, can you move on to question 8? This was team 2. Yeah. So while the products are quite similar, the two companies that make them have an extremely intense rivalry amongst each other. But in the 2005 book Blink by Malcolm Gladwell, it was found that X had a more refreshing citrusy flavor, literally having citric acid as an ingredient, while X had a more raisiny vanilla-like flavor, which is pretty much the only difference in terms of taste between X and Y. What are these products? I'll tell you that these products look very similar. Like if you see the product, I'm not talking about the packaging, but the product by themselves is very similar. They're obviously operating the same field. The only difference comes in the flavor. So think about famous companies, and I will give you an additional hint that one of the answers in the question is connected to this. Like one of the answers in this question is the same as another answer earlier in the quiz. Like very early on in the quiz, this answer was given. Like one of the answers was given as another answer. If that helps. So yeah. Again, please know that these two products are very similar to each other, and they have differing packaging, but they look very similar. So yeah. Closing pounds in
Team 1 would like to pounce.
Well, team 1 pounds. Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Team 2. Team 2.
Is it Fanta and Mirinda?
Good guess, but no. Team 1 pounds. Team 8. Team 8.
No, pass.
Team 7.
I'll pass.
Team 6.
Vimto.
Good guess, but no. Team 5.
Coke and Pepsi.
Brilliant answer by Team 5. This is indeed the difference between Coke and Pepsi. It's like the taste of Coke and Pepsi. Plus 10 to Team 5 on the bounce. And maybe what about bounce?
Pounds. Yeah, Team 1 gets it right on pounds.
Yeah, plus 10 to Team 1 and Team 5. Now we're moving on to the last round. This is our buzzer round. So guys, please note, join back into the buzzin.live.
Guys, the code is different. 1 sec.
Yeah, while they join back into buzzin.live, Surya, please compile the score.
Mehul, should we?
Yeah, you can tell the scores now, Surya.
That's fine. Huh? For this round, I can say no. For this round.
Yeah.
The
The
score.
total. Can you give the
Give the
total?
total. Give the total.
Okay, the total scores. Team 1 is with. Team 1 is at 50 points. Team 2 at 55. Team 3 at 15. Team 4 at 40. Team 5 is at 0. Team 6 at 70. Team 7 at 50. And Team 8 at 10.
Okay, I hope all the teams are okay.
Team 5.
Team 5 gets a 10 now. Suchay just answered a question.
He also had a negative earlier. He had a negative earlier, so it cancels out.
In the buzzer round, you had a negative, Suchay.
Yeah, but that was
Not in the buzzer round.
No.
In this round also he had a negative.
This round I had a -5 and then I got +10, so it should be +5.
Oh, it's -5. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yes,
Team
so
7
That's
is 50.
Anyone
Right?
else? Anyone? Team 7 is
50, right?
50. Yeah, this thing. Surya, just cross-check.
Team 7 is 50.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I hope since I believe everyone is in the buzzer room now. Please note it's the same scoring plus 15 minus 10 for the buzzer.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you are still divided about kicking or not kicking.
Actually, we'll talk about that later.
Then withhold the result and tell result will be given later.
Yeah, fine. We'll withhold the result.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, just we'll move on to the final round, right? Mehul. Mehul, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Raise answer, but please note this round is about like special billboard. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to the first question. The same principle as all the buzzer round. 4 questions plus 15 minus 10, etc.
One second. I think Mehul has something to say before.
Yeah. So we'll not declare out the results, Muhasin. In the end, cool. Will not declare out the results. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the last round, right, Muhasin?
Yeah, it's the last round.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'll keep myself unmuted so that when the buzzer sound comes, you know someone has buzzed, and I'll tell you who it is.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Question 1. We'll start now, I think. I should reset the buzzer. And
Yeah, buzzer reset. Good to go.
Okay, and Mehul, question 1. mosquitoes and flies are easily the most annoying insects of all time. Orpea wants to show that their insect repellent was the best solution to this annoying problem. The way they did that is by making a billboard that started off as a billboard, simply the picture of an insect repellent. Like simply the spray bottle was the only thing on the billboard. However, as more time went on, and with the help of transparent glue, more and more of the ad, like the ad was filled in over the course of time. So, what exactly happened in the billboard that made it so popular? Look at the fact that it's advertising flies and like transparent glue, and the ad was filled in by stuff. So think about it think about it.
Hello, bus from Neha.
Okay, yeah. Neha, please give me an answer. Yeah.
I think as time went on by, like a spray was visible, like the bottle spraying.
Yeah, so how was it visible? Like, how did the spray become visible? Do you have any idea?
We have another bus, but we'll wait.
We'll wait. Neha, can you explain like how they filled in the spray? Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe as like, maybe in some light it was visible. Not sure.
Okay, wait. I'm not sure. This is very close to the actual answer, so I'm not giving any negatives for this because you basically gave away most of the answer. But anyway, one who bounced second.
Yeah, the next buzz is from Meet.
Yeah. So, I mean, the part which was closer to the spray, that had less mosquitoes, and as and when it went like farther from the spray, that had more mosquitoes.
That's not what I'm looking for. You
Do
guys.
you want to take another bus because they have two more?
No, two buzzers.
Okay.
I'm very confused because both of them gave one part correct each.
Okay, can I modify my answer a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the part where where you could trace the spray, only that part you could also identify that there were mosquitoes, and other place it wasn't there. Okay, so the part which was not included in that lineage of spray, the mosquitoes weren't identified, but in the lineage of spray, in the area where the spray was spread, there you could identify the mosquitoes, and then there was this differentiation.
Okay, that's good enough. Plus 10 to match, plus 15 to match, and no negatives to Neha because we almost gave the entire answer, but yeah, plus 15 to match.
Plus 15 to math. Team number 8.
Yeah.
Surya?
Can you show the answer?
Noted, no? Please.
Yeah, show the answer slide. So this is, yeah, I forgot to put the picture, my bad, yeah. I'm forgetting something, but yeah. So they trapped around 230,000 insects in that shape of the spray, and that filled out the billboard entire. Moving on to the next question. To advertise the coffee McDonald's provides at McCafe, McDonald's came up with a special billboard where they added one additional element to not only make the billboard stand out, but to also advertise the quality of the product that they give at McCafe. While the bill was surely innovative, it also raised concerns about the pollution level caused by the additional element. So what do they do to the billboard? Like the fact that I mentioned pollution levels should give you a vague hint at the answer, and think about the products you will get in McCafe mainly. And compare that to think about what they could have done to a billboard. Ashwin, the buzzer is locked.
Yeah, I've unlocked it.
Good.
Akash is buzzed.
Okay, yeah. Akash?
So like for example, like on the McCafe on top of the coffee, like the foam, do they like show how much it is to like measure it with like they measure the amount of like cream on top of the coffee? Is that it?
Amount of what?
Like the amount of foamy layer on top of the coffee.
Foamy. Okay. I can't give. I'm sorry. I have to give negative to that one. That's not.
Okay. Next in line is Rishi.
Minus 10 to Akash. Rishi. Your answer?
In the billboard, they had like a coffee, and they had actual smoke in it. So
Brilliant answer. This is indeed
that gave it a more realistic effect.
this is a brilliant answer. This is indeed like there was actual smoke coming out of the billboard to make it look like the coffee was smoking, and like it was like a smoking hot coffee. Brilliant answer by uh, it was who I'm really sorry who answered right now. Who's plus 15 to
I think it was Rishi. I think it was Rishi.
yeah. Plus
Can
15
one of the participants please confirm if the buzzer is still locked?
yeah.
Is it?
It's locked.
Okay, 1 second, I'm unlocked. Okay, I unlocked it. Good to go.
Yeah, okay. Plus 15 to Rishi and minus 10 to Akash.
Surya. Is it okay?
Hope everything is
Surya?
Surya.
Noted.
Yeah. Mehul, show the image slide. They'll get 9. The answer slide. So this is the literal smoke coming out from the billboard. Okay, yeah. Moving on to the third question. Okay. To make things slightly easier for people on Christmas, an ad agency based in Canada started a campaign they called White Christmas. The first year of the campaign was for them to spend over $7,000 to rent out billboards and other ad spaces. Looking at the color of the name in the campaign, what did they do to these billboards to make it to make it easier to people to look through advertising spaces and to reduce the effect of people getting spammed by advertising? Very straightforward, like look at the color, look at the aim of the campaign. What did they do to the billboards that they rented out?
The buzzer is locked.
Wait, is it still locked? Wait, yeah, okay.
Now it's fine.
Okay, Akash followed by Tejas. So first Akash.
Akash.
Yeah, so like they bought the ad space and they left it white so that
Brilliant
people don't have
answer.
to.
Plus 15 to Akash. So this is what they did. Exactly what they did. They bought the ad. You go to the answer slide, Mehul. The answer, yeah. So they made blanks so people don't get a lot of ads on Christmas. So that's why the name White Christmas comes from. Brilliant answer. Plus 15 to Akash. Going on to the last question.
This is the last question of the quiz, right?
Yeah. I mean, potentially the last question, but yeah.
Yeah, cool.
To really show that the company lives up to their tagline, this company made several incomplete billboards with a partially completed tagline and no other identifier of the company whatsoever. However, the company tagline is so iconic that people still manage to identify the billboard and understand the message it was trying to convey. Which company made this billboard? Before you guys buzz, there is an image clue, but if anyone objects to image clues, I can. Is anyone objecting to an image clue?
I guess we have an answer for that. Neha is buzzed.
Okay, yeah. Neha, what's your answer?
I think it's have a break, have a Kit Kat.
Brilliant answer. Plus 15 to Neha. This is indeed the iconic Kit Kat campaign of have a break, have a Kit Kat. Show the ad slide. There's the image slide just for people to get the idea. Mehul. Yeah. So this is how the billboards look like. They obviously didn't need to put the Kit Kat thing because the moment people saw it, they instantly figured out that it was a Kit Kat ad. Plus 15 to Neha, and that brings us to the end of the quiz. Mehul, just can tell me the scores and tell me if it's close. If it's close, I'll put one more question. Otherwise, I'll let it.
Yeah, cool. I'll let you know privately.
Yeah. Just give me a sec.
Yeah.
This next question is going to be a bounce and pounds question for 10 points. So keep that in mind when you're checking the score.
Yeah, cool. Surya. Yeah, wait. I'll get in touch with you.
Mehul, I'll send you a screenshot.
Guys, please note that I am attending this meeting via my phone, so I can't attend any other calls. Regarding the scoring situation, what I suggest is that we'll give out the scores for now, and we'll give out the scores, but we'll let you guys know about the results later, just so that we can verify everything is okay. So, my opinion, we give out the scores for now and declare the results later. Does that work, Surya, Mehul?
Muasan, we are working on it. We want your help. Could you just join us? Could you exit the meeting and join back?
Yeah, cool. I'll exit the meeting.
Mohsen, I guess you're not audible.
Guys, please listen very. Hello, hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Yeah. Repeat it again. Repeat it.
Hello. Cool. Guys, please listen to me very carefully. There is not going to be any text for this question, and this is a bounce question direct to team one. So please listen very carefully. But yeah, here we go. Amid concerns about the rising level of microplastics in the environment, Mark and Spencer took a decision to ban a specific element from their drinking. I'm reading off a message. I can't really.
Could you send it on the group? Because it's really hard to think like this.
Guys, I need to tell you that this was not his part. He's just actually made up a question right on spot for you guys because it was a fault on your part that one of your co-participant actually, set out the answers on pounds. So yeah, you need to bear with it. Yeah.
Not to mention, quizmasters can read out the question in any way they want. It's up to you to get your mind around it. This can happen in a real quiz anytime.
He really does not
need multiple. He does not have any obligation. Not the first time. I mean, yeah, I've been in the receiving end multiple times. This is one skill you have to pick up. Like even otherwise, when the quizmaster is speaking, they'll give out clues that they won't give in their presentation. So you'll always have to pay attention to the quizmaster carefully. But yeah, amid concerns about rising level of microplastics in the environment, Mark and Spencer took the decision to ban a specific element from their greeting cards. This shiny component is really aesthetically pleasing, but due to the pollution, they decided that it was better to not, use it in their greeting cards. So what did they ban? Simply think of microplastic. What kind of microplastic elements can you find in a greeting card? And that should lead you to the answer. Very shiny, good-looking kind of element.
Wait, is this for team one?
Yeah, it's direct to team one. If you guys know, you can count.
Team 4 pounds.
Okay, cool. If you want me to repeat, I can repeat it one more time.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would like to pounce team 2.
Yeah, team 2 is pouncing. Mehul, please note. So yeah, amid concerns of rising level of microplastics, Mark and Spencer decided to ban a specific element from their greeting card. So what did they ban? So it's very shiny, look really good, but again, due to the environment reasons, they stopped using it in their cards. So I see that team 2 has found. Closing pound. I'll close pound 10 seconds.
I have received two pounces.
Team 7 would have. Team 7 would like to pounce.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can pounce until I give a timer. Guys, note microplastic, really shiny, looks aesthetically really good. Think about greeting cards. Like what are greeting cards? Like really tiny things on shiny things on greeting cards.
Team 8 pounds.
Yeah, can I answer?
Wait one sec. I'll close the pound.
Team 8 is bouncing. Team 8 is bouncing.
Yeah.
Team 8 is bouncing. Team 8 is bouncing.
Bouncing 3, 2, 1. Mehul, to get all the bounces.
Wait. I've got it from Shreyas. I've got it from Rishi. I've got it from Tejas. I got it from Mate. Yeah, fine. Good.
Everyone is bounced, I hope. Team 1.
Oh my! I made that mistake. Shit. Sorry.
God.
I was okay. Oh, this is really my bad.
Okay, what do we do?
I'm really so sorry. I didn't notice when I was messaging it in the hurry of it.
Okay, fine. Wait. Mohsen, give me a minute. I'll give you a reserve question.
I'm really so sorry, guys.
I have one more question. It's fine.
Yeah, please. Just tell it out now. Guys, please avoid it. Right?
Okay, yeah, here we go. So Burger King recently announced, I think recently a year ago announced that they're restarting a service after the pandemic. And to commemorate the restart of their services, they released a series of print ads with a lot of these print ads showing images of people leaving food all over their car, leaving grease marks on their steering wheel, etc. So based on the fact that the service have stopped in the pandemic, and based on the fact that people are eating in their car, what service is Burger King talking about in their print ad?
Team 5 for pounds.
Team 5 talking.
Could you just repeat it once?
Yeah. So Burger King released a series of print ads recently, and in the print ads, it's basically of people, an image of people leaving food in their car, like leftovers, like breadcrumbs, oil stains on their car because of some reason, and that is the entirety of the ad. So tell me, what is McDonald's? What is Burger King trying to celebrate through these ads? Like the reopening of what service, basically?
Team 7 would like to pounce.
Please pounce in the right chat. Okay,
Yeah,
closing
really
pounds.
sorry. I think my internet's pretty bad. I couldn't hear the first part of the question. Could you just repeat the first part?
Okay, yeah, just that Burger King released an ad to celebrate the reopening of a certain service after the pandemic, and that ad had like a lot of cars with food leftovers, breadcrumb, oil stains, etc. What service were they restarting?
Yeah, okay, got it. Can I answer?
Closing pounds in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Please answer.
Do they reopen like drive-throughs?
Brilliant answer. Plus 10. This is indeed the reopening of drive-throughs. If you guys give me a minute, I will give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. The meanwhile, you guys can discuss everything. And about the call, what we discussed, Mehul just inform everything to Samina ma'am, forward everything to Samina ma'am, and that's all. That's my recommendation. Do whatever you want, but tell everything, document everything with Samina ma'am, and then do whatever you want. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I will be back in 5 minutes.
We were marking the pounds, right?
All of them, all of them get it right on the pounds. So Chai, Tejas, and Shreyas. Guys, just hold along. We'll just tell you. It'll not take more than 5 minutes. And we're very sorry for the delay, but I would like your batch, BCom professional guys, had the BA2. Or else the plan was initially started 2 itself. So because of that, there was this delay, and there's nothing in our hand. But still, I'm very sorry about that. And thank you for staying along so long. stood along all the time, and it's a lot of hectic work, right? You imagine 25 questions of yours being corrected, giving objective answers, and finding relevant answers out of it. It's actually a very tough job, right? And they stood along for 5 hours. So I guess we ought to thank the ops team a lot. And then I would like to thank Muhasan, of course, the quizmaster. He willfully agreed, and he didn't even. I just had a 10-second call with him, and he's like, "Cool, I'll do it." And that's really great of him. And later on, and then I would like to thank Ashwin and Kritivas. They're in the third year right now. They really helped along. Actually, third years are not supposed to help in this event, but they really helped along, and I really like to thank Ashwin and Kritivas for it. And yeah, Kevin and Adya, we're really thankful to you. Like you stood along for a long time, and Kevin especially made scoring very easy for us, and he ensured that operations were very smooth. And I hope everyone loved the quality of the questions. And yeah, and about the results, we would tell it to you directly in the valedictory ceremony, because that's what the SOPs are. You're not allowed to give the results out right now. And yeah, we would let you know in the valedictory ceremony itself. And thank you so much for staying along for so long. And I hope we were a good host to you. And I hope you learned a lot today.
Yeah,
With
guys.
any feedback.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking part, and thank you, Mehul, for giving me the opportunity to host Insight. I really wish it was offline and just to see everyone again. But yeah, the best of luck for all your future endeavors. Guys, please be on the lookout. You'll have a lot of opportunities. Like, believe me, you'll have like a lot of opportunities, either online or offline. But make sure to take them. Like, one thing I don't regret is that whenever there was a fest, doesn't matter if it's like a good fest or a bad fest, I used to take my opportunity and go. That is what I think you all should do as well. Like, try to go for as many festivals, try to get experience, because in the end, it's not about winning. It's about like having fun, team up with your friends. Like, some of my best memories in fest is not from winning. It's from like spending time with my friends, giving out random nonsensical answers and all that stuff. That's like one of my best memories in festing. So that is what you should like focus on. It's more about making memories. You don't want to like finish your college life and have no memories just except sitting in class. So that's all I have to say. You guys did really well today, especially for considering all of your first time quizzes. You guys did a really good job. Please keep going at it. Please note that besides fasting, there's also university quizzing called the Christ University Quiz Association, CUCA. Please talk to Ashwin regarding this. That is the more general area of quizzing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for taking part and best of luck.
Guys, thank you so much. I hope we have been good hosts to you.
Guys, if I may cut in and say something.
Yeah, cool.
So guys, first of all, fantastic job. Like every answer, especially during the buzzer round, just made me go wow, because half the questions I wasn't able to crack myself. So you guys clearly are on to something. That being said, as you may or may not know, Mehul, who was your event head, he is also one of the core committee members of the QCA, which Mohasin had mentioned, and Kritivas and I are the presidents currently. So, we would greatly appreciate it if we could get, really good participation from you guys in the QCA events as well. Sure, you could square off against the best in the university. And, I feel that it would prove to be a very good opportunity for you guys to meet a lot of people. I, for one, I think I've met a lot of people solely because I was so heavily involved in QCA activities from my first year. So I would, really recommend that you guys be a part of it. And yes, of course, you get to go for a lot of quizzes, you get free attendance. What's there to lose? So yeah, but apart from that, excellent job, guys. I wouldn't have scored as much as some of you guys in this set if I were a participant. So amazing job.
Modesty at its peak, guys. He's one of the best quizzes in the country right now. So he's being very modest. But yeah. Again, thank you so much, guys. Do share your feedback as to how it was. I know there were a few operational hiccups, but I hope you understand this would be it would be by default that we would have operational hiccups, considering we need to because comparing other events like a normal fest or something, we have a lot to do with timing of the answers and etc. and precision. Our event is precision driven. So due to that, there were some operational hiccups. I apologize for that. And yeah, I hope you had a great time. Good night, and do share your feedback.
Hiccups are inevitable in online fest. So like at least for the upcoming 2-3 months, we'll have a lot of online quizzes. So please be prepared for a lot of technical difficulties. That's all I have to say. So yeah, best of luck, guys. Yeah. And the finalists, if you guys are still on the call, I would appreciate some feedback regarding how you found the set. If it was easy or you guys have a good time. Any of you could speak up, that would be highly appreciated. So I will also leave my email in the chat box in case you guys are interested in quizzing and want to know more. Always contact Ashwin and Kritivas as well. But in case you guys need extra help, I'll send out my email. You can always just drop me an email, and hope you guys can see it. So yeah, best of luck, guys.
Yeah. I maybe one or two of you, if you could just share a feedback of the event.
Hi guys. So I think you. I should be very thankful to you guys that you pulled through such a wonderful event, because I know myself I had actually hosted a commerce fest of my school, so that was also an international online fest, right? So I know how much thinking and how much stressed up it is even for the organizers to pull up an event. So, and especially when it's online, and you guys at the last moment from offline to online. So kudos to you guys, and thank you for all the experience that you gave us. And also, I never thought to be a quizzer, but turns out I can try it too. So, thank you.
Yeah, before anyone else speaks up, there might be times that I was rude at people and we sent you warnings, but I hope you understand because we had to do anything and everything to keep the dignity of the event alive, right? We wanted the dignity of the event alive, and we wanted the guy with all the fairness to win, and that's the reason why we had to be rude or slash harsh at times because we have nothing in our hands and we just want the best one to win. So I'm really sorry if that might have you might have heard it in some other different tone, but we really didn't mean that. We just wanted to be transparent with everyone.
I mean, you guys are lucky because Mehul is a rather like benevolent organizer. When I was organizing quizzes and stuff, if people used to, even if we suspected them of malpractice, we used to just kick them out on the spot. So on that note, Mehul is very kind to you guys. So don't see it as a sign of like leeway. Please be very careful and try not to, overthink your answers or Google it or anything. Again, Googling is a massive no. You guys get nothing from Googling. It takes away the purpose of quizzing, and more often than not, the people who Google don't even end up winning. I've been in several quizzes where the Googlers were ended up like dead last, and it's just a waste of time, and it also affects your reputation because if you get caught Googling and the teachers get a wind of it, it'll affect their perception of you for other things besides quizzes. So please be very careful, especially for priced events. Because if you get caught, it has more repercussions than just your quizzing. It'll affect you outside the quizzing circle as well. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah, guys.
Not to mention, if you're representing the university at a fest and you get caught Googling, that is not just a blight on you, that's a blight on the entire department festing team. And, clearly we don't want that. I mean,
we are accountable to a lot of people
about this.
And you guys very well know that this is being done. The inside is being conducted to select the festing team of the department, and we are very, very accountable. We need to be very accountable to the people before suggesting names to the higher authorities or our seniors, right? So I need to be very confident with each one of you before suggesting your name, right? So that's the reason why we did all this, and yeah. So I hope you understand and cooperate through it. Yeah. Anyone else who would like to share their feedback or anything?
Yeah. So coming into this fest, I thought, how would a business quiz be like online? I didn't think it would be this fun. And I would like to thank you guys, especially Mehul and Surya. They were fantastic, and thank you for making this such a seamless experience.
All right, guys, I'm a drop off call. Just let me know if you need anything. Bye. Thank you, Mehul. Thank you, Ashwin. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, Marcin. Thank you, Marcin. Okay, fine. Anyone with the feedback, and we'll close the call. Anyone else? Okay, cool. We may call it a day. Again, thank you so much for participating, and thank you for the volunteer team for helping us out. Thank you, Kevin, Adya, Ashwin, Kritavas. Again, I owe you a lot, and yeah, thank you so much for making this event a hit. We'll announce the results on the while. Thank you.